Hello, everyone. Welcome to this afternoon session with Sweet Yoga. This is Delana from Delana's Yoga Suite. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to bring ourselves into that comfortable seated position wherever that is. Feel free to create that seated position by crossing of the legs here. Feel free to straighten the legs out in front of you. Feel free to sit on top of a blanket, a pillow, a bolster, anything that will assist you in elevating your seat or cushioning the seat. Feel free to use your hardback books, your yogi blocks, or even extra pillows to elevate the knees here. Wherever you are within your seated position, feel free to create that comfortable position. And also feel free to set the back up against a wall to help elevate the spine if you need more support with the back. Remember, this is your seated position, so feel free to sit also on top of the knees if this feels comfortable for you. You can always use that blanket or extra pillow to elevate and cushion underneath the knees, wherever you are within that seated position. Again, this is yours and yours alone. You do not have to force yourself into sitting in the uncomfortable seated position. So feel free to create whatever you need for your practice. We're going to start off with a little bit of opening meditation. So this really does create that clearing of the mind, so it sets ourselves up for the practice. So no matter where you are within your seated position, go ahead and tilt the hips and pelvis forward, lengthening the spine, rolling the shoulders up, around, and back. Sitting the head on top of the spine, lengthening the spine, pressing the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Draping the wrists across the knees. Palms can face up in case you need energy. Palms can face down in case you need grounding and stillness. For meditation, the thumb and pointer fingers can touch at the tips. The three fingers can extend for meditation. Kaset Pana Mudra, where the palms can interlace. The pointer finger can point toward the floor while the fingers are interlaced, pressing both palms into the belly button. Wherever you are within your seated position, take that deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale, slowly release the breath through the nostrils and allow your eyelids to roll fully closed or half open, half closed, so that not only do you gain a full sense of center, but you remain in the here and now. Wherever you are within your seated position, creating that space with opening meditation. Take a really deep breath in through the nostril. Sliding the breath across the forehead. Sliding the breath across the crown of the head. Sliding the breath down into the back of the head, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, down into the tips of the fingers. Breathing into the chest and shoulder blades. Allow the breath to expand into the left and right rib cage, the stomach and lower back, the left and right hip, sliding the breath down into the thighs. Allow the breath to roll down into the shins, the tops of the feet and toes. Allow the breath to expand from all directions of the body, creating space and energy, creating calm. And whenever you're ready to exhale, feel the breath lift from the tips of the toes, sliding the breath over the balls of the feet, the inner arches and heels, sliding the breath over the calves, allowing the breath to slide underneath the knees and thighs, lifting from the left and right hip, the stomach and lower back, the left and right rib cage, the chest and shoulder blades, the tips of the fingers, the arms and shoulders. Sliding the breath from the neck, the chin, the lips, feeling the breath leave the nostrils. Taking in that deep breath in through the nostrils. Allow the breath to release itself from the body, allowing the breath to fully exit the body. As you exhale, feel the breath leave the body, relaxing the muscles and bones, and even easing the breath. Breathing deeply through the nostrils. Exhale. Taking in that deep breath in once again. Breathing into the stomach, the rib cage, the chest. Breathe out of the stomach. Breathe out of the rib cage. Breathe out of the chest. Breathe in through the stomach. Breathe in through the rib cage. Breathe in through the chest. Breathe out of the stomach. Breathe out of the rib cage. Breathe out of the chest. Durga Pranayama, 3-part breath. Feel free to take on 3-part breath throughout this session. Breathing into the stomach. Expanding the stomach until you can no longer expand it. Breathe into the rib cage, both your left and right. Then breathe into the chest. Exhale. Take on your next inhalation as you slowly straighten the legs out in front of you. Pressing through the bottoms of the feet, pulling the toes toward the face, tilting the hips and pelvis forward, lengthening the spine, lift the heart. Press the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale, bend your right knee into the stomach and chest, wrapping your fingers around the shins or underneath your thighs. Feel free to draw that knee and thighs close to the stomach and chest as possible. You can always draw that right foot a little bit closer to the ankle. if you need that space, and if you need to show some sensitivity to the knee here. We're going to come into our sweet pose, the spinal twist. So first and foremost, again, feel free to elevate and cushion your seat using a pillow, a blanket. Continue to flex your left foot, pressing your left heel forward, pull the toes toward the face. Taking your left arm here, you can wrap that left arm around the shin and calf, or you can take this left hand and roll it to the outside of the right knee, whichever one best fits you. Take your right hand, walk the right hand behind the back, lift the heart, pull the shoulders away from the ears. If you have any neck issues, continue to roll the head forward. But if not, go ahead and draw the head over the right shoulder. To deepen your pose here, you can bend the elbow to help anchor it. And again, if you're able to come into a binding pose, where you can take your left arm while it's rotating to the outside of the left knee, and then walk the right hand behind the back to interlace the fingers. Wherever you are within your spinal twist, lift from the heart, press the thigh into the stomach, and your stomach into the thigh. Breathing deeply here, inhale. Exhale, twisting from the midsection. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take that deep breath in through the nostrils. Untwist the torso forward. Slowly release the right leg and foot down into the mat and floor. Feel free to shake out the feet and the legs. From here, go ahead. We're going to straighten the legs out once again. Press within the bottoms of the feet. I'm going to switch sides so you can see the other side, but you can remain wherever you are in your mat. We're going to take a really deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, bending that left knee into the stomach and chest. The great thing about coming into your spinal twist is that we're realigning the spine, but we're also wringing out old fluids within the stomach and chest here. So feel free to twist as much as the body will allow you to. Taking your right hand, you can wrap your right hand around that left shin. The reason we want to go nowhere near the knee, we don't want to put any more additional pressure on that knee. So we don't want to pull and tug on that joint. So anywhere around the shin or around that left thigh, whichever one best fits you. You can also take your right elbow if you feel really comfortable. Roll the right elbow to the outside of the left knee and thigh. Feel free to bend the elbow to help anchor the arm here. Walking that left hand behind the back, lengthening the spine, relax the shoulders, twisting that left thigh into the stomach and your stomach into the left thigh. Again, feel free to turn that head over the left shoulder or look straight ahead here. Lengthening the spine, lift the heart. Exhale to twist from the belly button, bringing out those old fluids. You may find that your body is generating some heat here. So you may start to feel a little bit more warm here. And that's no problem. We're also detoxifying the body. So that's what spinal twists also do. They help detoxify the body as we wring out those old fluids within the torso, then the digestive system. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale to twist. Inhale. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale to twist. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale to twist. Breathe in. Exhale to twist. Feel free to come into a bind here. You're going to wrap that right arm around the front of the leg while you walk the left hand behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Breathing in. Exhale to twist. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale to twist. Slowly breathe in, untwist the torso. Slowly release the left leg down into the mat and floor. Feel free to shake out the feet and the legs. Feel free to rotate and shake out the arms. Taking in that deep breath in through the nostrils. Slowly exhale, roll yourself over, coming into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Feel free to use that blanket or pillow to cushion underneath the knees here if you need that additional support. But feel free to hold here, pushing yourself away from the mat. Knees bent underneath each hip, the tops of the feet resting into the mat and floor. We're going to come into our gate pose, Parigasana. So first and foremost, we want to slide the left palm underneath the right palm here. And again, you can also use a pillow or blanket or beach blanket to cushion underneath the palms and wrists here as well. So if you need that support, especially if you have carpal tunnel syndrome, if you have any wrist issues, if you had recent wrist surgery, really create a barrier between the palms and the mat and floor. From here, again, feel free to support the knees here as well. You can curl your right toes under, press within the right ball of the feet, straighten that right leg behind you. So from here, we're going to go ahead and rotate that right foot down to the mat and floor. Your right toes are going to point to the right side of your room or mat. You're going to feel that left hip rotate and stack over top of each other. Go ahead and continue to peel open that right side of the body. Your right arm can reach up toward the ceiling. Your right hand can press into the hip. If you want to really extend that whole right side of the body, coming to that extended version, that right arm can slowly roll over top of the right ear. Palm can press down. You can also engage some hand mudra here. Feel free to engage some meditation hand mudra. We're going to hold here for just a few breaths, but feel free to engage that stomach breath, rib cage, and chest, 3-part breath. So breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, stacking the shoulders, stacking the hips. Breathe into the stomach, the rib cage, the chest. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale, peel the shoulder down, peel the hip down. Go ahead and walk the right foot underneath the hip. Come back into hands and knees, tabletop pose. So from here, we're going to switch sides. So from here, we're going to take the right palm. Press the right palm underneath your face here. Again, feel free to adjust your hands and knees if you need that additional cushioning and support with your knees using a pillow, a blanket, a bolster. Curl the left toes under. Straighten the left leg. From here, take a really deep breath in. Exhale, rotate your left foot down. Press into the outer edges of your left foot. Peel open the left side of the body. Stacking the left shoulders and hip here. To show a little bit or have a little bit more support with the body. Feel free to curl your right toes under, press it in the balls of the feet. But no matter where you are, if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issue, bend that left hand into the hip. You can also come into that extended version by rolling that left arm above the head. Feel free to take your vision up toward the ceiling here. If you have any neck issues, look straight ahead. But extend that whole body. Press your hips forward. Press to the outer edge of that left foot. Stack the shoulders and hips here. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale, rotate that left hand down into the mat and floor. Slide both of your palms underneath each shoulder. Bend the left knee underneath the hip. And go and separate the knees hip-width distance apart. We're going to come into our Balasana Child's Pose. So feel free to bend the knees and thighs together or separate your knees to the width of the mat, allowing the big toes to touch. Press the seat back. Lower your crown of the head, extending arms in front of the body. Your arms can rest beside the body as well. Especially if you need that shoulder rest. So if you feel your face is smushing into the floor and it's creating an issue with your breathing, turn your head to the left or right side. Breathing here into your child's pose. And again, you can use a block to elevate the head, especially if you're feeling a little nausea here. We want to offset the speed of our circulation by increasing the breath deeply. So really take in that 3-part breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing here. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. There are times in our lives when we just need to take a break. We just need to pause, pressing that pause, holding off for a minute. Just to get our breath together, get the mind together, get the body. Sometimes we just need that break. Sliding the palms underneath the shoulders, slowly lift the torso. Coming back into your hands and knees, tabletop pose. Separating your knees hip-width distance apart. Feel free to hold here if this is as far as the body will allow you to go. But if not, go ahead and come into your Adho Mukha Shavasana by curling the toes under, pressing within the balls of the feet. Straightening the knees, lift the seat and hips high up toward the ceiling. Push yourself to the back of the mat without moving your hands and feet. Push your head in between the elbows. Lift the feet and hips high. Exhale to push back. Inhale to lift. Exhale to push back. Breathing in. Exhale to push back. Take a deep breath in. We're going to lift that left foot. Or we're going to straighten the left foot, depending on where you are. We're going to exhale, hopscotch, walk, run, however we can step that left foot, coming into that low lunge. Press your fingertips, your palms. Feel free to use a hardback book, canned vegetables, canned fruit. Feel free to use your yogi blocks if you have them. Rest them on either side of the left foot. Make sure your left knee sits over top of the ankle. Slide the right foot back, drop everything into the hips. Pressing your right thigh toward the ceiling, bend into the front knee, drop everything into the hips. Lift the head, neck, and chest here. Relax the shoulders. We're going to hold here for just a few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. If you need to drop that right knee, feel free to. You can still lift that head, neck, and chest and stabilize that left knee over top of the ankle. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Coming into our Warrior One, Virabhadrasana 1. We're going to drop your right heel down to the mat floor. You may have to walk your right foot up just enough to drop your right heel. Pointing your front and back toes to the front of the mat. So even if that right foot just kind of points, and I'll turn around so you can kind of see a little bit. Even if that back foot is just a little bit tilted at a diagonal, that's fine. You want to kick the heels back as much as possible. You want to feel that right hip rotate forward. Continue to bend over top of the left knee. Inhale, rock back. Lean back. Hands can rest at the hips. Palms can press at the heart center. Elbows can bend, especially if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues. Arms can straighten here. Palms can press together, fingers can interlace, or the arms can separate shoulder width apart. But lean the shoulders back, lean back with the whole torso. Press into the toes, press into your feet, and bend into the front knee. Breathing your sink deep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale. Lift your right heel. Turn your right heel so that the right toes are pointing to the side of your mat. Go ahead and slide your right foot back so that the inner arch of your right foot is behind the left heel. So you want your feet to be on the same line. And feel free to use the outer edge of your mat to help with lining your feet up. Bend into the front knee, sink, continue to sink. You're going to feel that right hip drop open. So now the chest, the stomach, the hips, the right toes are pointing to the right, but my left knee, my left toes, my left fingertips are pointing to the front of the mat. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Turning your head over that left shoulder or straight ahead in case you have any neck issues. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe deep. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe one more time. Inhale. Exhale. So inhale. Come into a peaceful warrior. Drop your right hand to the back of your right leg. Lean your left arm all the way to the back of the room. Lean the head, neck, and shoulders back. Bend into the front knee. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Roll, cartwheel both of your hands on either side of your left leg, using your fingertips, your palms, your hard back book, whatever you can to brace on either side of the left leg. Pop your right heel up. Come back into your low lunge for a deep breath. Exhale, step back. Come back into downward facing dog. Come back into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Or come back into child's pose, whichever one best fits you. This is your practice. Feel free to try all three. If you need to come into all three, go ahead and come into all three of your poses here. Reconnect with your breath here. Coming into your downward facing dog, to deepen your downward facing dog, you can really press your thighs into the stomach and chest and press your feet to the back of the mat. Feel free to press your feet or ankles together or separate your feet hip width distance apart. You can lift and lower the ankles here. Lift and lower the heels, I should say. If you feel that tightness in the hamstrings or calves, this is also considered a resting pose. Maybe not a favorite, but still optional. So feel free to lift your hips really high here. Exhale, push back. Go ahead and shake that head out no matter where you are. Even if your hands in these tabletop pose. Push away. Shake the head out, yes and no here. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale, push back. Breathing in. Exhale, push back. Breathing in. Exhale, push back. Slowly take that deep breath in, lifting your right leg this time, that opposite leg. Straighten that right leg behind you with your hands in these tabletop pose. Exhale, hopscotch, walk, run. However you can come into that low lunge. Walk that right foot. And if that right foot doesn't make it within one hop, no problem. Take your right hand and just scoot that right hand, that right foot, so that it's on the tips of the fingers here. Again, this is your low lunge. You don't have to make it look like, and I'm going to turn around so you can see it from the opposite ankle. So you don't have to, but I'm gonna switch ankles. So you can lower that left knee if you need that support. Make sure your right knee sits over top of the ankle here. You can curl the toes under and straighten that left leg if it's not already there. Feel free to continue to hold here. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Relax the shoulders. Slide the right foot back and drop everything to your hips. Bend into the front knee, but just enough so that it's over top of the ankle. The only thing that you're adjusting is that back leg. Breathing here. Inhale. Press your left thigh toward the ceiling. Exhale. Or lower the left knee. This is wherever you are here. Wherever you are in your low lunge, lift the head, neck, and chest. Drop into the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing deeply. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop your left heel. Drop the left one. We're going to transition to warrior one. Pointing both your front and back toes to the front of the mat. Kick the heels to the back of the mat as much as possible. Bend into the front knee. Rock back. Sink deep. Drawing that left hip forward. Pull the right hip back. Roll your arms. Address the arms wherever you want them to go. This is your pose here. Lean back. Sink into your feet and toes. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale. Sink deep. Inhale. Press into the feet. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your left heel. Turn your left heel down, point the left toes to the side of the mat. Open up your torso. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana two. Sink into your front knee. Press into the back outer edge of your left foot. Arms open at the shoulders, palms pressed down, fingertips spread. Turning your head over the right shoulder. Breathing here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lean back into peaceful warrior. Drop your left hand to the back of the leg. Open up that right torso, your right rib cage and shoulder. Lean the right arm back or press the hand at the hip, especially if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, shoulder issues. Inhale, lift the torso. Exhale, cartwheel. Lift the left heel here. Take that deep breath in. Exhale, step back. Come back into your downward facing dog. Hands and knees, tabletop pose. Come back into your child's pose. Wherever you are within your practice, breathe deep into the stomach, the rib cage, the chest. Exhale out of the stomach. the rib cage, the chest. Feel free to lift and lower the heels here. We're going to come into our vinyasa flow from here. So if you're in hands and knees tabletop pose, continue to just hold yourself wherever you are. But if you're in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, roll yourself into a high push-up, high plank pose. Lower your seat to the same length as your spine here. Tighten your stomach from your left hip to the right hip. Continue to relax the shoulders. Spread the fingers wide, push yourself away from the mat. Roll your elbows forward. Bend your elbows into the rib cage and lower your body. You can hover your body 1 or 2 inches off the mat or flatten the back fully. From hands and knees, tabletop pose. Roll the elbows forward. Bend your elbows into the rib cage, but first lower your chin. Lower the chest. Straighten the legs out behind you. Flatten yourself into Chaturanga Dandasana. From here, we're going to come into our back bend. So again, create the back bend that best fits you. So we're going to inhale. If you need to come into baby cobra, just lift the head and neck. Press it in the palms, pressing your chest, your stomach, your hips, your thighs, the tops of the feet and toes into the mat and floor. Or if you want to go a little bit higher, further press into the palms, pin the elbows into the rib cage, come into medium cobra with lifting the head, the neck, and the chest. Coming to full cobra, straighten the elbows. So you'll notice I'm still relaxing the shoulders here. There's a deep arch within my back here, specifically within the lower spine. But I'm still rocking back. My elbows are going to roll forward. The shoulder blades are going to squeeze in. Breathing, you're opening up the heart and stomach here. You can also come into upward facing dog where you press your palms into the rib cage. Continue to pin the elbows into the body. Lift the head, neck, chest, stomach, hips, and thighs, and legs. So the only thing that touch are the palms and the tops of the feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower the whole body. Chaturanga Dandasana. Just flatten the body into the mat and floor here. Slide your palms underneath the shoulders. Inhale, curl the toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hands and knees, tabletop pose, or child's pose, Balasana, whichever one best fits you. So I'm going to come into downward facing dog. You can also bypass one to get to the other. So if you're in Chaturanga and you want to get to downward facing dog, but it's a little bit of an issue lifting that whole torso off the mat and floor, come into hands and knees, tabletop pose. Go ahead and start to adjust your feet by curling the toes under and then straighten the knees. So if you need to bypass one pose to get into another, go ahead and do that. That's part of your practice. You want to create that safe space for you. And you want to get into that pose to where it's comfortable. You don't have to worry about struggling. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale, push back here. Inhale. Exhale, push back. Shake the head out, yes and no here. Breathing in. Exhale, push back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hopscotch, walk, run. However you can walk both of your feet in between the hands. Come into your standing forward fold. So if you have any issues with your lower back here, if you feel that intensely just a little bit, if coming into this forward fold becomes uncomfortable, come into half forward fold. Flatten your back, creating a shelf, relax the shoulders. Press the crown of the head forward. Press the palms into the shins or dangle the fingertips. Tighten the core, relax the shoulders, and press the crown of the head forward. Use your hardback books here as well. Your canned vegetables or fruit. Your stack of magazines. Press them underneath the palms to help flatten the back. Press the crown of the head forward. No matter where you are within your breath, take a deep breath in through the nostrils. Exhale. So coming to that full fourfold, if you're interested, if you want to deepen your fourfold, you can press your heels and ankles together. You can also wrap your hands around the backs of the heels. You can use your pointer finger, middle finger, wrapping around the big toe. If you choose to hold that, using that grip, close the space with the thumbs, bend the elbows back, lowering the crown of the head. If you feel that tightness in the hamstrings or calves here, bend the knees just a little bit or a lot until those tendons are ready to release. Or just allow the head, neck, and arms to dangle here. No rush at all. Take away your intention while the legs and feet are lengthening. Your torso releases. Breathe in here. Inhale. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Breathing in. Exhale. Press into the feet and toes. Tighten your stomach slowly. Inhale. Lengthening the torso. We're first going to roll the shoulders up, around, and back. Then sit the head on top of the spine last. Coming to that mountain pose. So feel free to shake out the feet and the legs here. Breathing deeply here. Shaking out the feet. Shaking out the arms. So breathing in through the nostrils. We're going to come into our balancing pose here. So we're going to come into our mandala pose. So if you have any knee issues, we're definitely going to go into the variations and options that you can use if you have any knee issues. But definitely take on mandala pose if this is already part of your practice. We're really going to start to engage the breath here. So first and foremost, separating your feet a little bit wider than the hips. Just a little bit, just a teeny bit wider, not a whole lot. But we're going to go ahead and take our heels here, kick the heels in, point the toes out. So we just want to create a diagonal positioning for the toes and feet here. Your toes and feet are going to point just a little bit diagonally, about 45 degrees, but just a little bit away from the body. Lift the head and neck and chest here. Start to pull the belly button in and start to kind of tuck in your seat and pelvis. Squeeze the seat in so that you can kind of stabilize and lock in your lower back. Your hands can press at the hips. Your palms can press at heart center. Wherever you're feeling comfortable, feel free to engage any of your hand mudras here. Again, this is your practice. We're going to go ahead and start to bend the knees here. Go ahead and bend the knees while you tuck in your lower back, pull in the stomach, and drop your seat. So if you have any knee issues, definitely hold here. If you have any knee issues, this is your mandala pose. Feel free to also play with lifting and lowering one heel, then the other, and then both. But if you have knee issues, hold here. If you feel all right with further bending the knees, continue to drop your seat. Allow your seat to hover above your mat and floor. So the knees are really bending here. We're lifting the head, neck, and chest. So you don't want to tilt too far forward because then your weight will start to push forward. So we're lifting the head, neck, and chest. The seat is dropping. Take your elbows. First press the palms and finger pads together. Take your elbows. Press your elbows to the inside of the knees. You're still lifting the head, neck, and chest. You'll notice that your palms are no longer at heart center here. So, while pressing your palms and finger pads together, slide the palms down until they press at your heart center. You're going to feel your knees roll out and your hips open here. So your knees are going to help open up those hips. And feel free to walk out the feet if you need more space here. But really feel that seat drop. Your head, neck, and chest are lifting. You're kind of relaxed here. The seat, and feel free to kind of rock back and forth with your seat. If you feel comfortable, palms pressed at heart center. And again, if this becomes a problem for the hips, if this really kind of aches the hips here, then first try breathing deeply. But if this really, it doesn't feel comfortable for the hips here, ease the elbows out of the knees just a little bit to release the hips. But this is your mandala pose. And again, you can still kind of play with lifting one heel, then the other, and maybe both. So kind of play with this pose a little bit. You can kind of rock back and forth. So we're doing two things here. We're releasing that lower back here, but we're also opening the hips. And this also kind of creates that balancing pose here. Because, again, we're dropping that to the center here. We're going to play with the center of gravity just a little bit. The head, neck, and chest are lifting. We're pressing and engaging the toes and feet. This is also a great opportunity to breathe deeply in through the stomach, in through the rib cage, in through the chest. Breathe out of the stomach. Breathe out of your rib cage. Breathe out of the chest. Breathing in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to slowly come out of our mandala pose. So tighten the stomach just a little bit. Go ahead and lift your palms and release your elbows from the inside of the knees. Slowly press into the feet and toes and the legs. So here we're going to walk to the top part of the mat. Toes pressing at the top edge. Slowly breathe in, lift your arms above the head. Or if you have hypertension, high blood pressure, bend at the elbows here. Palms at heart center. So lengthen the spine, reach up, or bend at the elbows. Exhale, slowly come into your forward fold, but bend the knees and lower your seat. Wrapping your arms around the shins or underneath your thighs. Press your knees and thighs together. For a little bit of a challenge, you can reach your arms in front of the torso. Your arms can reach above the head. The arms can reach out to the side of the body. Whenever you're ready, lift the heart first, relax the shoulders. Slowly breathe in. Lower your spine down one vertebrae at a time. Feel free to lift your arms either above the head. Feel free to roll the arms beside the body. Take a deep breath in and straighten the legs out in front of you, feet rolling away from the body. Breathing in through the nostrils. Exhale. Inhale, even here. Exhale. Coming into the pose that we've been looking for. Our goal, our whole purpose of practice, Shavasana. If you feel any tension in your feet, in your legs, in your seat and hips, release them and let them go. Continue to hold this pose here, your Shavasana pose. If you feel any tension in the stomach, in the chest, in your arms and hands, in the shoulders, release them and let them go. If you feel any tension in the neck, in the chin, in the lips, in the nose, in the forehead, in your eyelids, in your eyebrows, in your ears, within the back of the head, the top of the head. Slowly roll the eyelids fully closed. If you have learned nothing else, just let go. Engaging the 3-part breath here. Feel free to press one hand over your belly button, the opposite hand over the heart. Breathing into the stomach. Breathing into the left and right rib cage. Breathing into the chest. Breathing out of the stomach. Breathing out of the rib cage. Breathing out of the chest. Breathing in. Feeling that wave of breath roll in from the stomach all the way into the heart center. And then exhale, feel that wave of breath return back into the ocean. Breathing in, stomach, rib cage, chest, breathe out of the stomach, the rib cage, the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Continue your journey of breath. As you come back to the here and now, allow gentle and soft movement to return to the fingers and toes by wiggling them. Allow the wrists and ankles to rotate in circles. Shaking the head, yes. Rolling the head, no. On your next inhalation, take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly and gently bend both knees into the stomach and chest, wrapping your arms around the shins or underneath the thighs, giving yourself a big hug. Thanking yourself for coming to the mat. Thanking the self for taking care of the self. Slowly inhale as you roll both of your legs, your torso, your whole body to the right side of the mat while you remain in fetal position, allowing for the right arm, blanket, book, magazine to cradle the head. After one or two of your breaths, slowly and gently lift yourself into a comfortable seated position while remaining in meditative state. Slowly roll the arms around the body after you've come into your comfortable seated position. Exhale, press both palms down at heart center, Anjali Mudra. Thank you so much for taking this time out of your schedule to join me in your session. I appreciate you connecting and sharing your journey on the mat with me. May you find peace within and without. Namaste. So definitely feel free to share this session with friends and family. Definitely also feel free to replay this session whenever and however many times you need it, especially within these stressful times. Sometimes it's a necessity to pull back from the world, disconnect from everything else, and just get back into you and to recenter yourself. In a way, coming to your own version of child's pose for life. So I again appreciate everyone who is able to connect, who will connect, who still do connect with Delana's Yoga Suite. It is always a pleasure, and I look forward to meeting you on the mat soon. Thank you so much. Feel free to contact me anytime through Delana's Yoga Suite, DELANAYOGSSUITE, Delana's Yoga Suite. So it's the name of the studio.com. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. Even after the video it goes live on the internet, definitely feel free to leave a question or comment. I'll definitely connect with you. But as always, thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.